Welcome to the King's Court, and welcome to the very first Digimon Locals Report featuring my Gaiomon deck. Now, one of the first I've only been up here a couple weeks, but one of the first videos uploaded to this channel was my deck profile, my Blackwargreymon slash Gaiomon deck that I take to my locals pretty much every week. Our locals, our locals works like this. It's Saturday is kind of technically a Digimon day, but it's more of a this day where we all meet up more to practice for like a mock tournament. But Sunday is Yu-Gi-Oh! And Monday is our official Bandai TCG tournaments. And that's where everyone's trying to play serious, bring their best decks, and basically get as many player points as possible to get increase their ranking. Now, sorry, this is basically the deck I'm always constantly trying to update. And just like my hero deck, it's the one I want to keep playing, even to the future of I don't know how long the game will go, but this is the one I want to keep playing because Blackwargreymon is my favorite Digimon, period, of all time, ever since I was a kid. And when I first decided to get into the game, I knew that Blackwargreymon was what I wanted to play. It's funny, small little story. At first, I was actually hesitant to play the game. I was still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Off and on. I was still playing, and I wasn't really playing the Pokemon TCG anymore. Like, I don't know. I just got sick of rotation. I was more playing the video game of it, the VGC more. So basically, it was during the COVID. I was able to do anything just to get out of the house. So my friends Michael and a bunch of members of the channel at the time, before we even thought about trying to make our own channel, they basically like twisted my arm to get me to play. I told them, okay, if they make a set with Blackwargreymon, and I don't mean a couple of cards, I'm talking about a full on set with Black Agumon and blue Greymon, I'll do it. Literally the next day, set in Japan got announced. So like, oh my goodness, the irony. So ever since it got released in BT8, Blackwargreymon, I've been playing it nonstop. It's the deck I want to keep playing, the deck I want to perfect, and the deck I'm going to keep trying to completely max rarity. And I'm getting there. It's taking some time, but it's something that's something I think I might start doing more reporting, like maybe more on my social media. I might make an Instagram or Twitter account for the channel. I'm not sure yet. Maybe when we get some more subscribers, have more of an audience, I might look into doing that. But I want to start like posting more like when the more higher rarity cards I get for the deck, just because it's kind of like I guess you say almost like a treasure hunt, a king's treasure, really. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I took the deck to my most recent locals, and I actually got second place. So close to first place, but okay, we'll get to there. Basically, it was a light day. It was 3 rounds. My first round, I played against, ironically, one of the store owners. He was playing his Armor Rush deck, his new Armor Rush deck. Usually, he plays his very max rarity, um, what was it? Terriermon deck. He loves that thing. But he decided to try out Armor Rush. So he played against me with that. And I actually got the win. Weirdly enough, I think, personally, from my experience, Armor Rush is one of the more better matchups for Gaiomon because we have like not only do we got the big guy himself, but we also have the Metal Greymon, the level 5 black red Metal Greymon for Digi Evolution. So that really takes care of a lot of the armor purging that a lot of them do. So you don't have to worry about them being able to take more than one hit. So I don't know. I feel like it's a pretty good matchup actually for this deck. So I managed to get the win 2-0. He's a super cool guy. The owners of our locals are all super cool, relaxed guys, and I've known them for a while actually. Like they do more magic, if anything, and no offense to magic players. I never got into it. I think it's cool, and I think the artwork's some of the most beautiful in TCG artwork there is. But I don't know. I just never got into it. But so they're all super cool guys, and they're super fun to play. I'm never bored playing them at all, and so I managed to get the game and waited around a bit. Michael has been trying to really perfect his D Brigade deck. That's what he's been playing mostly lately. I think it's because he's really worried about Alphamon getting hit. I mean, even the video we posted, not a lot of people. Well, I don't want to sound like one of those, but I've noticed that not a lot of people are posting videos lately, or even posting anything with Alphamon lately, because I think a lot of people are really afraid of it getting hit. Yeah, I feel really bad for those. I feel really bad for Alphamon players. But Michael's made it very clear he's still going to play the deck. He's Alphamon is pretty much his favorite Digimon, so I don't think he's going to get rid of it anytime soon. Even if it does, what's it called, Dex Dorubon. I'm stuck with names. Even if it does get hit, he's made it very clear he's not getting rid of it. So that was my game one, and I wish I could have gotten footage, but Monday's a weird day since, like I said, Monday is the more serious day where everybody is trying to play their best because they want to win packs. Like everyone still wants Set Xmon right now badly because of BT10. We'll get to a discussion on that in a bit. Um, this video is going to be like my overall experience in my most recent locals, my wins, my losses, what I think I'm going to do next time, and what ways I think I can improve, as well as a small discussion on how I feel about Blackwargreymon or Gaiomon going into BT10, and overall cards I think that are going to be very good for the deck during their in BT10. So that was my first game, and round two I played against, was it Michael himself? Ironically, he was playing D Brigade, and D Brigade actually do pretty well against Gaiomon because yeah, we can get the blockers up with our blue or black Greymons. I'm pretty sure it's blue, yeah. With our blue Greymon or Virus Greymon, we can get our blockers up, but usually we only ever have one or two of the most. And Commandramon D Brigade, whichever you want to call it, can really swarm super fast, super easily for almost no cost. So that's kind of a difficult part right there. And I feel like, I guess we'll go to the subject now. Along with going against D Brigade, I feel like a card that could be really useful in the neck during BT10, as well as even right now against Commandramon and Mastamon. We'll get to that in a sec. I feel like Crimson Blaze is a very important card that's going to be necessary in the upcoming format, because a lot of BT10s like Crosshearts, a lot of their stuff is pretty small, and they rely on their tamers so badly. So already for us Blackwargreymon players, we have like the advantage. We have the advantage right there, because people watching this who are not new, who are still new to the deck or forgets. Don't worry, I forget all the time. Blackwargreymon can easily be the key for us for our success during BT10, because Blackwargreymon easily just blows up tamers. There aren't a lot of cards right now in the game that can specifically blow up tamers. It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh where you can run like Twin Twisters or Cosmic Cyclones to get rid of their back row. No, it's not. It's very different. So Blackwargreymon is one of the few decks that can legitimately go toe to toe with Crossheart, match power, and be able to get an advantage by blowing up their tamers. Another card that I don't play it a lot. I've seen a lot of other players play it, but I never got around to it. Is playing Megadramon with Blackwargreymon. In case you don't know, it's inheritable when attacking if this Digimon has Machine or Dragonkin, and that is what Blackwargreymon and Gaiomon both are. In its traits, delete one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers with a play cost of 3 or less. Now that is extremely important and even good right now because there are a lot of powerful tamers. Like look at Cool Boy, that's play cost two, and you could easily just blow it up. So combined with this when attacking and Blackwargreymon's already ability to blow up tamers on play, is super valuable for our success against BT10. And I feel like these two cards are definitely going to find a place in my deck that I'm going to be running soon. Like, as recording this video, the dates of this video being uploaded, the next coming Saturday and Monday of this month of that are the ones that's coming up is going to be our local sneak peek. So basically, BT10 is going to be releasing for us, as well as the new Jessmok and Ragnarlordmon structure decks are going to be made legal for competitive use. So I feel like these two cards are going to probably be finding a place very soon. So basically, sorry for that tangent. This card I feel like could be really useful against D Brigade, and for the longest time I ran Gaia Force because of like Grand Quaglismon and just any Pildramon, just being able to get rid of the super big bodies my opponent could put up. But right now, that's not as seen as much. Not only can we digivolve them, but I feel like okay, Grand Quaglis is a really good, powerful deck, and Pildramon is too. But I feel like those decks aren't getting as much play as they used to. Like if you look at the most recent like regional reports, it's usually you always see Gaiomon, Where Garurumon X antibody, Metal Garurumon X antibody. I'm sorry, and Alphamon always in the top places, and there's always decks like D Brigade. There's always Mastamon, stuff like that. Yellow decks in general are always really high up there. So unfortunately, I feel like we're not going to be seeing them as much. So I feel like it's okay to cut Gaia Force for Crimson Blaze in the next coming format with BT10 with Cross Art because I don't feel like Crosshair is going to be as overpowered like in the Japanese meta as it is going to be here because over there they only have best of one matches. Here we have best 2 out of 3. So I feel like that's going to be a big factor, but I feel like also the deck can still be extremely overwhelming and extremely rush heavy. So Crimson Blaze is going to be a very powerful card for red decks. So I feel like that's what I'm going to be start doing, and I might experiment with over the weekend. So sorry about that. So yeah, I managed to get the win off Michael against his Commandramon deck, thanks to not only being able to blow to let's see. Ah, one thing I've been trying to do lately in my deck is trying to go for game quicker. Now I got Gaiomon and all the blockers for backup, obviously, but I managed to win because I managed to one hit with him using the old school BT1 Wargreymon. Now, I specifically run this for Mastamon. Mastamon is like the absolute worst for this deck to go up against. Not only do they have their DP reduction, but they also have their minus security attack reduction, and that is literally this deck's bread and butter. So taking that away makes the matches last so much longer than it would against any other deck. I literally have gone against Mastermind players, and one game took, I'm not even joking, in more than half an hour. That deck can be super annoying to play against. So what I wanted to do instead, because I'm running Kongu, obviously, for the record, I'll come up as soon as after I find a build that I'm comfortable with, and then I manage to get results with at my locals at our Bandai TC terms. I'll come back with an updated Blackwargreymon deck for the BT10 format. But for right now, I'm running the red Wargreymon because, in case you don't know, when he attacks, first off, when he's digivolving, he has security attack, so already he's normally hitting for 2 checks. And if you run him in this build, obviously I run the double check Greymon from the structure deck. So if you have these two, you're already hitting for 3. And if you have tie, you're hitting for 4. And even better, if you have the Greymon and you had the Metal Greymon X antibody as well, you can pretty much literally one punch man their entire security stack. Literally, it's like this. There's the one check that's natural for when you swing. The second security check from your Greymon. The third that you inherit from your Metal X antibody. The check from from your double check Greymon. And by you should definitely have all the like normally it'll go like this. This is how I managed to win, luckily. You have your Koromon. In a perfect world, you would have your you would always be able to have promo Aquamon. So for this example, I'll use this as an example. You'll have Agumon, Digivolve, or the Koromon. And like I said, in a perfect world, you'll have the X antibody over it, just so you have more shit. You have more. You'll have your Greymon X. Now, it really depends on the situation, but personally, to make sure I'm hitting for those big numbers, it's which Metal Greymon you go into is important, but isn't as important as long as you have the X antibody. Because, in case you don't know, when you play your Metal Greymon X antibody, it gains a security check no matter what. But if you develop on top of either a Metal Greymon, either the Black Red Metal Greymon or the Alterius mode, it'll gain 3,000, which is super important for this combo or combo / setup. Basically, you'll definitely have enough to use to meet Ty's requirements. And basically, you can literally, if you have the entire setup perfectly, just one hit your opponent for 5. That is something that you don't. Ancient Greymon, this is usually what they're known for, to be able to hit in one turn. Literally just all 5 checks, but I feel like this is better because Ancient Greymon doesn't have the built-in security protection. So you literally do this, erase, literally erase, get rid of all 5 of their checks. And how I managed to win, I did that, and I managed to Omnimon for game. This can come up very easily, honestly. It does. Just as easy as we can make Blackwargreymon and Gaiomon, we can do that setup. So it's something I feel like that's very important to play in, just so you have that extra. Everyone knows pretty much what the deck does. You use your Blackwargreymon and your Gaiomon to control the game. But not a lot of people really expect, or even, aren't expecting at all, for you to also be able to literally rush down them. So, that's something that I managed to take advantage of and managed to use. And I'm definitely going to be playing with this for a while, and I'm honestly really liking this. So that's how I managed to win my match against Michael. Because his Commandramon deck almost beat me, actually. I won the first game, he won the second one, just because he managed to get more bodies in the field before I could. But I managed to win game 3 with this setup, so a very powerful, very strong thing to consider. In the final match, I got so close, but Mastamon. Like I said earlier, that is the deck that I feel like we as Blackwargreymon Gaiomon players struggle with the most. Chaos Degradation is so annoying, and pretty much every one of those decks run for the thing. In case you guys, or in case anyone watching doesn't know, usually we got Greymon X antibody to protect us. Oh, so there. He can protect us from cards being destroyed by card effects. So basically, if someone tries to like Gaia Force us or anything like that, we're safe. Or if people try to bounce us, like Imperial players or more Armor Rush players playing Megadeth, we're safe. But unfortunately, Chaos Degradation doesn't do that. In case you have anyone watching who hasn't played against the deck or doesn't know what it does, basically, if it's in the security or if they activate themselves, they can basically just like are attacking Digimon. Like let's use Gaiomon for an example. If he's attacking and they flip Chaos Degradation, he's put on top of our security stack. Literally, we can't. Literally, Greymon X Antibody cannot help whatsoever. And that's a problem for a lot of people. So the only way to combat that is if we tech in the one Kongu. Luckily, this deck is black-red, so we can afford to play Kongu. But even so, that's only one. Like I said, they run usually four of that thing. So it is annoying. And like I said, the DP reduction and the overall minus security effects with what's it, Angelomon X, I believe. I always forget. So as a result of those cards, Mastamon and Yellow is really our hardest matchup, in my experience at least. Like I said, everything I'm saying here is my experience and my opinion. I really do open anyone else to say any other Blackwargreymon or Gaiomon / Gaiomon players out there who see this and want to leave their opinion. I am you're more than welcome to. Let's Like I said, I want this channel to be open with a lot of people who share the same love for these games that we do. So if you have like your own experience, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. So yeah, that's why we got to run Kongu, and that's why I lost out on getting first place this time. Got second, but I don't mind getting second because one of the biggest reasons I do the locals report, I'm trying to make it consistent, is because I'm trying to use this as a way to improve my own skills every time I go. So I know that I got to be careful when it comes to Mastamon. So I really don't mind that much. But it does always sting that you're getting so close to first place, but it's okay. The guy I lost to was super cool, amazing. He actually is the guy who gave me this copy of Blackwargreymon full art for my birthday. So shout outs to him. If he sees this, he knows who he is. He's an amazing guy, honestly. He's super nice. But yeah, that's the locals report, and that's what happened this last Monday. Now, quick discussion, like I said. This coming Saturday and the Monday following that is going to be our locals sneak peek for BT10. Now, me and Michael are waiting on our new microphone to come in before we do this. We're going to do like a sit down with me, him, and possibly some other players that are locals, and do like a quick like a discussion on what we perceive is going to happen in the BT10 meta. What decks we think are going to be extremely viable, what decks we're going to be playing overall, just that sort of thing. So we're just waiting on our new mic to come in for that. In case I sound a little off, I'm using a headset microphone. We're up and coming, so we're still working on improving our videos as much as we can. So look forward to that. But really quickly, for that, I feel like running Crimson Blaze and Mega and the cards I feel like are going to be used a lot more soon is going to be Megadramon, uh, Crimson Blaze, and because like I said, Blackwargreymon is going to be the savior for us to get to handle BT10, Crossheart at least primarily. I feel like we want to start turboing it. Going the promo Deltamon might be the way to go now. I'm definitely going to be experimenting with this and see what I can come up with and see what I can do. And as well as if whatever happens, I'm going to come back here to the next local report and bring one and share with you what happened and what I think we could do next. What we should start doing as Blackwargreymon and Gaiomon players. So if you like any of that and you want to see that, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound preachy, but yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. And honestly, just go ahead and leave your opinion on the deck, what you think we should start doing, and overall, your experience. I want to hear other people's experiences, their locals playing the deck. What do they love about the deck, and overall, their favorite parts about playing Blackwargreymon, or overall, just why you like playing the deck. So, this is me signing out, and have a great day.